Hello, guys. It's Becca. Come on, baby. Get on your chair. Get right here. Excuse me. Get up here. Get up here. Macy's wanting to get in my lap, and I have her chair here. She's been laying on it while I was getting everything ready. Go get in on your chair. Get right there. Lay down right there. But now that I've sat down, she's a good girl. There you go. Lay down. Now that I sat down in the chair, she was wanting to get up here. Excuse the closet door not being all the way closed. My room still is not up to par. But anyway, welcome to Rocking with Becca this beautiful Saturday morning. Or it is beautiful here anyway. We still haven't gotten any rain, and no rain in the forecast. We need rain so bad, but it is a beautiful day. The sun is shining bright and pretty, and but looks like our little cool front has passed on. We're going to be back in the mid-80s this coming week. Well, if I would open it up, I could get some. I'm drinking my coffee this morning. I hadn't had all my coffee yet. It's so good. So good. But we are here to have Rocking with Becca. And do I have something to tell you? Whew. All right, but let's get started with the babies of the day. Do you see the little feetsies? Do you know who it is by the feetsies? Here is Mama's little Tyler. There's Mama's little Tyler. Yeah. And she has on this beautiful kitty cat outfit that I bought from Tamar. I will put Tamar's link in the description so you can check her out. Now, guys, just for your information, she is a seamstress. So she does, charge seamstress prices. Even though you might buy the items for, spit coffee everywhere. Even though you might buy items for your dolls, she is a seamstress. And they can be worn. Real babies can wear them. Guys, excuse me. I'm falling apart. Get down, Macy. Get right here. I don't mean to be mean, guys, but she is so clingy. Get over here. Get up there. I cannot do anything without her clinging to me. And, when I'm sitting in my chair, I know it may be selfish, but look, she's the dog. I'm the owner. And so I should have control. And she should do what I want her to do. Now, I'm not talking about me being mean to her and stuff like that, but it's the other way around here. She demands me, and I usually end up giving in to her, and it makes it worse because I give in to her, but she is constantly on me. She will not just get somewhere and lay down and let me do what I'm doing. She constantly, if I sit down in this chair, and it's a small chair, and I'm a big woman, there's not room for both of us in this chair. And I try to have her her beanbag chair here beside me, where she'll be right beside me, but she has to be up here. And she claws me and hurts me. She don't mean to. She's just trying to hold on because there's no room. And it hurts so bad. And sometimes it really gets frustrating, gets on my nerves. I'm sorry. But especially if I'm trying to do something, it's very frustrating sometimes. But let's get off of that. This is not about negativity today. I wanted to share my babies with you, and that's my sweet Tala. And then for the other baby of the day, we have Charlene. And Charlene's all dressed for Thanksgiving or fall. She has on this beautiful long-legged romper that has the little bibbed overall type dress, pinafore, whatever you call it, over it. The romper is a bright pumpkin orange. The little pinafore is green, and then it has little doggies all over it with scarves around their neck. It has pumpkins, and it has leaves that's flying everywhere, and it's just beautiful. It has its little headband, and she's just gorgeous, guys. Yeah, we still going shoeless and sockless right now because it's still, like I said, we had, last week was kind of what we would call cool, it was in the lower 70s this past week, talking about the week. You know, this is still Saturday, so we're still in this week. But this week it was, you know, matter of fact, I think we had one day it stayed in the upper 60s. So that's cool to us, and because it stays so hot here. But we're going to be back up in the upper 80s next week. And so we're still going shoeless and sockless. Even though we're trying to dress in fall colors and get the feel that we are in fall season, we won't feel like we're in fall until probably mid-December. And then it'll be January, mid-January probably, before we feel like we're in winter. We just don't have cool weather here much. So, anyway, that's my sweet little babies of the day. Miss Charlene and Miss Tala. Miss Tala, yeah, Miss Tala. She's gorgeous, guys. I just love this little elf baby. I just love this little elf baby. She's just gorgeous. Charlene's outfit also came from Tamar. So, like I said, she charges seamstress prices. I don't get to buy very often because I get to thinking, I could get 2 or 3 outfits for the price I pay for one, but I do love her outfits. They are gorgeous, and so I do every now and then buy one. And this one was a little outfit I bought from her that I've had in the closet. Don't even remember when I bought it or if I've ever even put it on a baby. I'm sure I probably have, but I can't remember. And these type of clothes are the ones that I hang up in the closet. Ones that I don't have to worry about getting wrinkled and all. I fold and put in the bins and the drawers. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started with Rocking with Becca. We've done the babies of the day. Now, before I start talking about that, I want to tell you what I was talking about. Do I have something to tell you? If you watched yesterday's video, you know that I'm in the process of switching out my spring summer clothes for my fall winter clothes for the babies. And it is a job because because I have so much stuff. I have so much stuff. I have the things that I keep out in the bins, and then I have things that I put in totes and put in the top of the closet. So, and I collect during that 6 months before I go through them again. I collect more clothes. So, as you seen, if you seen my video yesterday, you seen I had clothes all over the floor, and all that was just the 0 to 3 month clothes, just that was piled up on the floor right there in front of my chair. So, Macy being clingy like she is and being right here under me the whole time and wanting me to hold her, wanting me to pet her and all this, she brought her little alligator toy in here and wanted me to play with her. Well, she either hid her toy under the clothes, or either just me moving them around, it got covered up. I don't know which happened, but anyway, I got up to go get something over across by the bins over by the bed, and when I come back, I didn't see her toy, and I stepped on it, and down I went. Now, as I said, I had clothes everywhere. So I actually had a padded fall because there was a lot of clothes on the floor where I fell. And also, I caught onto the seat of the chair. And when I fell, I just sat there for a minute or so, just trying, thinking and trying to check everything out, make sure, see if I'm hurting anywhere, see if I feel like I've hurt something or broke something. But by that time, it was at pretty late afternoon, and I was just so wore out. And so I just kind of sit here, leaned up against, over into the chair seat, and just sit here for a minute or so, and assessing how I felt, and seeing if I feel like I've, hurting extra, that I might have hurt something, sprained something, or broke something. And I didn't feel anything extra than what I was already feeling. And so after a minute or so, a couple of minutes, I managed to pull myself up. You don't realize it when you're young, but when you get old, the simple task of pulling yourself up off the floor is hard. And I didn't understand that until just the past year, I guess, if that long. Because I always thought I was strong and healthy, and you'd hear tell of older people falling. They lived by themselves, and they'd lay on the floor for days and couldn't get up. And I think, why couldn't they crawl over to a chair or something stable and pull themselves up? Well, it's not as easy as it seems when you get older. Your joints, you just don't have the strength to push yourself up, and your knees and all, if you can get your foot up on the, up on the floor, you just don't have the strength to get yourself on up. I understand it now. I used to think, oh, I just can't see why they didn't just get up. Well, I had a little rough time getting myself up on my feet. I was here by myself at the time. But I did finally manage to get myself up. And I turned around and sat down in the chair. And, I didn't feel like anything was hurt extra, then. So I went on about fooling with the clothes and doing what I was doing with them. But I didn't get it all done. But last night, after getting my shower and getting supper, and I sat down, I felt the effects. Now, this morning, my knee, it must have kind of jarred my knee. My knee's a little bit sore, more sore than it normally is. But last night, I could hardly walk. I mean, when I would get up out of my chair to go to the restroom or whatever, after supper, we sit back in our chairs and watch videos and things and relax for the night. And when I would have to get up for something, it was all I could do to stand up and take a step. I was hurting so bad. I was hurting so bad. And so I went to bed. I took 2 Tylenol when I went to bed last night. And I slept good all night. Slept real good. And woke up this morning and, my shoulder here is a little bit sore. I guess where my arm went up when I caught on the seat of the chair. And my left knee. Because I kind of fell on my left side. And my hip. My buttocks area where I went down. It's just slightly sore. I can tell, that there was a jar. There was a bump. But it's not something that I can't, that's going to keep me chair ridden. You know what I mean? I just feel a little sore more than normal in those areas. So I thank the Lord so much for being with me yesterday and helping me in that situation, that I didn't get hurt no more than what I did, and that I'm feeling fairly well this morning with it. And yeah. So next time, I'll be sure not to do that. I'll be sure not to let clothes get scattered all over the floor, because that's dangerous for no person. And I'll be more cautious about that next time, because my next time of changing out the clothes will be 6 months. It'll be in April. And by that time, I'm 6 months older. So I definitely don't want to fall then. So, yeah, I'm going to take more precaution in that area. And then also, I was talking with one of my Dolly friends. She doesn't have a YouTube channel. Well, she watches YouTube videos, but she doesn't, and she comments on them, but she doesn't make videos herself. And I was talking with her last night. Hello, Betty. How are you doing today? I didn't tell you about my fall last night, did I? Or did I? I can't remember if I told you or not. But anyway, I was talking with her. She has fibro also. And we were talking back and forth over Facebook Messenger last night. And she was telling me about, she had been doing some things, and then that she had to stop and take a nap. She got to hurting or something. Fibro makes you just, if you don't know anything about fibro, you're exhausted most of the time. You just, and you may wake up feeling good, or you may, feel good at the time, and then you get up to do something, and it's like all of your energy just is gone. And it also, affects a lot of other areas affects you in a lot of other ways. But she was talking about had been doing some things and she had to stop and take a nap. So she had seen my video and the dog clothes and all that I was doing, and I told her, I said, well, I I'm like a kid that is fighting their sleep. Um, I'm always afraid I'm going to miss something, or I have something I'm really wanting to do, and I don't want to take the time to take a nap, even though I may be wore and feel like I can't put one foot ahead of the other. I'm serious, guys. I will push. I don't know why I'm that way, but I want to spend I love my hobbies. I have a lot of hobbies. I have my doll hobby. I have diamond painting I do coloring. I do a little bit of paper crafting. Um, I love my hobbies, and I feel like if I stop and take the time to take a nap, I'm wasting time that I could be doing something fun. And I'm like a kid. I almost have to be whipped to take a nap. And even though no matter how tired I am and how hurting I am at night, I want to sit up as long as my body will let me at all. I'm usually 10:30, 11 o'clock going to bed every night. Sometimes even later than that. Um, it don't matter how I'm hurting. I'll kick back in my recliner, and watch videos and all. But to go get in the bed, turn out the light, and go to sleep, I'm almost like a kid that needs to be, whipped to go to bed. I know people don't like that nowadays, but I was raised getting spankings, and I raised my children spanking them. And if I had children today, I would raise them spanking them. I don't believe in abusing children. I don't believe in hurting them as far as, leaving marks or anything like that. But the Bible tells us to use the rod. It's called a rod in the translation of from Greek or Hebrew to English. But in other words, get you a little king switch and whip those children when they're disobedient. That's Bible. Can't help what the society today believes in. I can't help how they feel. That's Bible, and I believe it. And that's what's wrong with our society today, is the children didn't get enough of spankings growing up. I'm sorry, I believe it. If they would have gotten spankings and correction and made to do things that they were supposed to do, the society today would be a whole lot better off than what it is. But anyway, I'm like a kid that needs a spanking to go to bed. But I got to thinking about it this morning. On the days that my husband goes to work, he still works part-time, and he works 3 days a week at his public job. And on days that he goes to work, we get up early. We get up at 4:30 because he has to be at work by 5:30. And so once he leaves, I don't go right back to bed. I don't do any like house cleaning or physical type things like that. But after he leaves, I do things like I get the washing started, and I wash and dry and fold clothes and put it away. Or I will do our boat work, or I also use that time to do some of my coloring and maybe some paper crafting or something. And most of the time I'll stay up until around somewhere between 7:30 and 9 o'clock. I'll lay back down somewhere in between that time, mid-morning, and take me a couple hour nap. And then I'll get up, well, by the time I've stayed up to 9 o'clock, and then I usually go ahead and eat my breakfast and take my morning medicine at that time before I lay back down. And by the time I do all that, I'm 9:30 going back to sleep. Then I'll stay in the bed to 10:30, 11 o'clock. It's according to what time I lay back down. I usually sleep another couple of hours when I lay back down. Then I'll get up and I've got the rest of the day that I'm, do what I need to do. And I got to thinking about that this morning. That's taking a nap. It might be in mid-morning that I'm taking a nap, but I do, I got up at 4:30, so I've been up several hours, and then I take a nap, and then I feel pretty good the rest of the day, most of the time, unless I'm having a flare-up. But then on days that hubby doesn't work, we sleep straight through 7 or 8 hours. We go to bed, just for an example, we go to bed a little earlier sometimes, but let's say we go to bed at 12 o'clock, midnight. You sleep to 8 o'clock, you've slept your 8 hours, so we usually wake up ready to go, and then I will go ahead, even though I've slept out my 8 hours all at one time, I will go and push myself all that day, like I did yesterday, and not take a break and lay back. You can forget me going laying in. I'm going to have to be really sick to go lay in the bed during the day. Sorry. That's another one of those kid things, I guess, that I need a spanking over. But I can't go lay in. I feel like if I'm in the bed, I'm sick. And hurting is not being sick. Sick is when you running a fever and you're throwing up or you whatever, you're sick. Hurting's not sick to me. And I can't stand to go lay down in the bed during the day. But I've got to learn that when I have these kind of, the longer days where I have slept 8 hours straight through and up, that come mid-afternoon, I need to take, if I don't go to sleep, I need to stop what I'm doing, go sit down, kick back in my recliner, and relax, and let my body rejuvenate for a couple hours in the afternoon, instead of trying to push all the way through all day long, because I can't get in my mind, I know my age, I know I'm not a young chick, I know my health issues, but in my mind, I think I'm still can do like I used to, and I can't. And I've got to realize that. So, this afternoon, I'm going to try it. About 2 o'clock, I'm going to stop. I'm going to go get in my recliner, get me something to drink, get my videos, my computer set up on my laptop on the little lap desk, like a hospital tray type desk that I keep it on. Kick back in my chair, relax and watch videos, and if I doze off, great. If I don't, great. But I'm taking time to stop and let my mind and my body rejuvenate. I mean, I've got to learn to do that. I've got to. Because on days that my husband doesn't go into his public job, by nighttime, I know I'm not nearly dead as far as, that's an expression you use. That I've just went to I can't go no more. And I get to hurting so bad I can't hardly stand it. And I've got to learn, I've got to stop mid-afternoon and take a little hour, 2 hour break, and then I can get up and do something else. But like I said, I'm like a kid that needs a spanking to be made to take a nap. Okay, so all that being said, I have a question here that someone asked me. Angel Reborn Nursery left a question last week on Rockin' with Becca, and she asked me, what is your favorite holiday and why? And then there's another part to the question that I will mention in a minute. My favorite holiday has always been and is Christmas. I love Christmas. It's not so much now. It doesn't happen so much now that I don't have children that comes around on Christmas. I don't, it's not as fun, as when I was growing up and when I was raising my children. But somewhere around October, there's always kind of like a different atmosphere. Well, I guess kind of like November, really, after Halloween, especially nowadays. Halloween used to not be, don't get me on that, I hate Halloween. Hate it. Halloween's just evil. I hate it. But it wasn't so much like it is today. Today, Halloween is outrageous, it's crazy, it's horrible, it's evil, it's wicked. It used to be just a fun thing back when I was a kid growing up. But, people wasn't into, like, really decorating for Halloween like they are nowadays. So when I was a kid, and when I was raising my kids, about October, you started getting this cheery, I don't know, it was just a feeling of giving and loving and caring and just being jolly, and you're preparing, and it just, you're going out buying Christmas shopping, and you're decorating your house. And we always, when I was a kid, we put our Christmas tree up Thanksgiving afternoon. After we got through with lunch, we always had, the midday meal. We didn't wait till night meal. We always had the midday meal as our Thanksgiving meal. And usually then when we got through with our lunch and got the, the house, kitchen and all cleaned back up from that, Mama would pull out the Christmas tree, and we would decorate the Christmas tree and get it all, the house, ready with that festive atmosphere. And she started Christmas shopping, and we would see, more presents being wrapped and put under the tree, and it was just a festive time from October, or mainly, I guess, November, after Thanksgiving. So, but back then, it seemed like from Thanksgiving to Christmas was a long time. It really did. We was always ready to get our tree down we take it, most of the time took it down Christmas afternoon after we got through opening gifts and with dinner and all that on Christmas Day. We usually took our Christmas tree down Christmas night because it seemed like it had been up for a long time. Nowadays, from Thanksgiving to Christmas, just don't seem like it's very long at all. But it was a festive time. And even when I was raising my children, you know, it was the excitement of knowing Christmas was coming, and all of the church activities of Christmas plays, and it was just always festive and very enjoyable. It's always has, and it always will be my favorite. Even though I don't do like I did in my younger days, my kids don't exchange gifts now that they're older. They just don't get me on that. So, it's Christmas, as far as that part of it, is not as fun. But I still love I still feel that festive feeling after, starting in November, 1st of November, I start feeling, even now, even though it's just me and hubby, even though we don't have get-togethers and we have very few gift exchanges, and I'm not able to get involved in hay rides and church events and things like that. It still has a festive atmosphere to me, even though it's not as much. And I also love it because Christ was born. He was born. And I celebrate his birth. But I also celebrate his death, burial, and resurrection come Easter. Because if Christ hadn't been born, lived his 33 years, and died on the cross and raised again, we wouldn't have salvation. And I am thankful for that. So that is why I like Christmas. That is why it's my favorite time of the year. Even if it's not as festive and joyous as it was in my younger days, it still has that. There's like a peace, there's like a serenity that comes over you during the Christmas holidays. There's like, I don't know, a spirit of giving, a spirit of love, more so during the Christmas holidays than it is throughout the rest of the year. I don't know what it is, except for that it's Christ. It's Christ's love. It's God's love that we choose to celebrate at this time of the year, and we can feel his love because we're celebrating his birth. We can feel the love of God because God is love. And that's why I like Christmas. That's why it's my favorite. Now, it seems like I said, back when I was a kid growing up, Halloween was more just a fun kids thing. You really didn't see a lot of decorations except for maybe right on Halloween Day. Someone would put, a few things out in the yard for that particular night when the kids was trick-or-treating, but they did not go all out with Halloween like they do nowadays. And I feel like if you will read up on what Halloween is wicked, it's evil. More so today even than it was back then, because now people are putting more into Halloween. They are celebrating it more. They're making it more evil. They're trying to put out as much evil as they can scary things and frightful things and evil things and black, dark, you know, the dark side of things. And it seems like Halloween is trying to crowd out Christmas. It's trying to crowd out that spirit of love and that spirit of giving. And if you are a Christian, I really highly recommend that you fight against that. That you fight it with love. You fight it with the Christmas spirit. You fight it with, because guys, evil is trying to take over completely. Evil is trying to take this world over completely. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to preach. I'm not a preacher, but I definitely didn't mean to preach. Let me get on with the second part of this question. I could talk a long time on that. Okay, so the next part of the question was, do you dress your babies for that holiday? I do. I do. Dress my babies for Christmas. This year, I can't remember if I've ever participated in it before, but I've watched a lot of each Christmas since I've been in the doll community. People, different ones, I'm thinking they call it Dollmas. I may be wrong on that, but I'm thinking they call it Dollmas. That's what I'm going to call it. I think, it's not original with me. I have seen it, several years since I've been in the dolly community. But starting December the 1st, I'm going to start changing my babies and change a baby a day, or maybe two, because I have plenty of babies to change. I may change both, because I have 2 babies a day. I'll probably change both of them each day. I hope I have enough outfits. I should. I may count up and make sure I have at least 25 outfits for Christmas. I may have to only just do one a day to do it all the way through. But I want to participate in Dollmas this year, and starting December 1st, start putting a baby, at least a baby a day, in outfits for Christmas and getting them all dressed up for Christmas. That will include day clothes or, sleepers, because I've got to have enough to go the whole 25 days. I should have. I got a tote full of Christmas clothes, so I should have at least 25. I'm going to count them and check, make sure. But I want to participate in that this year. And yes, I love, love, love to dress my dolls in Christmas holiday. Not only Christmas holiday, I love to dress them for spring, for summer, for fall, for winter. I love to dress them, any kind of holiday, 4th of July, any kind of holiday. I like to dress my babies for that event, except for Halloween. Now, I don't know. If I do participate in something that's Halloween related, I do it more on the casual side of it. I don't do anything evil. I might do pumpkins or, I just don't, I don't know. I just don't like Halloween. So, but I'm not going to get all into that again, because I'll be preaching again. But anyway, that is it for Rocking with Becca and my sweet little babies here. And I wanted to share them with you and my sweet little Charlene. Let me take another sip of coffee. Set my cup on the floor and bring Miss Charlene back in. She's adorable in her little outfit. She's just adorable in her little fall outfit. Thanksgiving fall. I love her. I love her hair. So, anyway, guys, that's it for Rocking with Becca. If you have any questions for me that you would like to ask for me to answer during Rocking with Becca, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Or if you have a topic you would like for me to talk on, that don't mean I will be real knowledgeable on it, but I will give my opinion of it and ask you for yours. Yeah, if you have anything like that you would like, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Go check out, what did I say her name was? Southern Reborn Nursery, is that right? Angel Reborn Nursery. I will have her link in the title or the description, one or the other. I will have Tamar's Etsy shop link in the description, where the person that I buy these clothes from. If you'd like to check her out. And yeah, I guess that does it for today. I hope you have enjoyed Rocking with Becca today. And I really enjoy doing these videos and talking with y'all. I hope my topics or my opinions of things doesn't offend anyone. I don't mean to offend you, but I do have my beliefs. And I really base my beliefs according to the Bible. So, you know, you can pretty much find it in the Bible if I believe it. I mean, it may not be worded, do not participate in Halloween, you know, in that type of way, but the concept's there. It's there. So, you know, the Bible tells you to resist the devil and he will flee from you. And Halloween is nothing but devil, evil. So, you know, all my beliefs are based from what the Bible tells us. And so I hope I don't offend you. I don't mean to. I'm just telling you what I feel and what the Bible says. So, yeah. Anyway, I am going to get off of here and I'm going to go snuggle. Well, not right now, I don't guess. I might snuggle and get a few kisses, but Mama still got some things her wants to do. I'm a big kid. I got to play a little while. I'm hoping to get a few more of these clothes organized, and I'm hoping to get a little bit of crafting in today. I haven't past 2 or 3 days. I've been busy in here and haven't crafted any, and so I'm hoping to get some crafting in today. I do have a crafting YouTube channel if you'd be interested in that. All of my social media links are in the description of every video, so you can find my Facebook page. My Facebook page. You can find my Instagram. I have 2 Instagram channels, just like I have 2 YouTube channels. All of those links are in the description of every video if you'd like to check any of those out. And yeah, so I am gonna go and I'm gonna get busy and enjoy the rest of my day and the rest of my weekend. And I hope y'all do too. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope everything goes as you want it to and as you planned, and that you all have a wonderful weekend. All right, guys, let me set her over here so I can get the camera turned off. We'll put her back up here. My beautiful little Charlene. Okay, and I'm gonna go. You can't see her face. Her little bonnet's covering her face. But I'm gonna go, guys. I love y'all, and I hope to see you again real soon. Talk to you later. Bye.